The James Bond film series hits its stride in 1964's Goldfinger. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my monthly look at every single official James Bond film in the series. We're on to number 3 this month, which is Goldfinger. So just in case you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. That way every month when I upload a new video, you can come back and it'll already be there waiting for you. 1964 saw the release of Goldfinger, which is where the 007 film series really hit its stride. By now, Sean Connery is certainly comfortable with the role of 007, and it shows with every aspect of the way he portrays his character so effortlessly. Goldfinger has a very simple plot, which is something I like in this sort of film. 007 is sent to Miami Beach after completing a mission in some unnamed Caribbean island where he blows up a boss's base. And whilst he's relaxing in Miami Beach, he receives word via Felix Leiter that he needs to keep an eye on Goldfinger. The reasons for this are not explained fully at the time. All he knows is M's orders are that he needs to keep an eye on Goldfinger. Bond keeps an eye on Goldfinger in traditional 007 style by figuring out how Goldfinger is cheating at cards while stealing his girlfriend at the same time. So while 007 is getting another bottle of champagne from the fridge after getting busy with Goldfinger's girlfriend Jill Masterson, he's knocked unconscious. When he comes to, he finds that she is dead, lying on a bed covered in gold paint, dying of skin suffocation. Back in London, 007's mission is fully explained to him in that the government feels that Goldfinger is smuggling gold illegally, and they want to ascertain how and why he's doing it so they can put a stop to it and seize his holdings. During the briefing scene, we get to see the usual M and Bond confrontation, and Moneypenny flirts and whines a little bit that Bond is not wanting to spend any time with her. Next we get the Q briefing, where Q is a little bit stressed at 007 and introduces him to his new gadgets, which is a homing device and his Aston Martin DB5 with modifications. And 007 is absolutely amazed when Q explains that one of the modifications in the car is an ejector seat. It's here where we get one of the immortal lines coming from Q, where 007's ejector seat? You must be joking. Q turns around and goes, I never joke about my work, 007. And this is the way Desmond Llewellyn would portray Q for the remainder of the series. So 007 and Goldfinger butt heads on a golf course, where 007 plays golf against Goldfinger and subsequently realises once again Goldfinger is cheating, so he plays him with his old game and wins the game through default. This really gets under Goldfinger's skin, so he gets his man 7 odd job to demonstrate his special skill. He takes off his bowler hat, throws it at a statue and chops its head off. Now 007 follows Goldfinger to Switzerland with some amazing shots of Geneva and the surrounding countryside, and 007 gets shot at. He chases the car and, using one of his modifications, blows out both of its tyres. The car whose tyres 007 blew out is driven by a girl, and Bond gives the girl a lift to the local garage to get her car fixed. She's carrying a case with the letters TM on it, however she says her name is Tilly Soames. Later on, while 007 is surveilling Goldfinger's premises, he catches somebody with a gun wanting to take a shot at Goldfinger, and it turns out once again it's this Tilly Soames character. We find out that actually it's Tilly Masterson, the sister of Jill, the girl that Goldfinger killed early on in the movie. The next part always gets me because this leads to a chase which in itself is okay, but at one point Tilly tries to escape. Oddjob throws his hat at him, and rather than decapitating her head like the statue earlier, it basically just knocks her out. It kills her, but it knocks her out. Surely if it chops a statue's head off, it would chop a human's head off. Now for pretty much the remainder of the movie, Bond is Goldfinger's prisoner. He does learn about Goldfinger's master plan, trying to irradiate the gold supply of Fort Knox. He learns about how it's going to be done using Pussy Galore's flying circus, and is taken from Switzerland to Goldfinger's private stud farm in the USA via Goldfinger's private jet and his personal pilot Pussy Galore. Now when Pussy Galore wakes Bond up from his knockout shot earlier in the movie, and she introduces herself as, my name is Pussy Galore, 007's reaction here is absolutely priceless when he goes, I must be dreaming. And it just shows how comfortable Sean Connery has become with the role. These tongue-in-cheek quips just come off effortlessly. Absolutely brilliant acting here. One of the most iconic moments in the movie is where 007 is strapped to a table and Goldfinger has an industrial laser just strapped right above him, and he starts using the laser to cut along the table towards Bond's nether regions. This is an absolutely fantastic scene, and you can tell that Sean Connery was feeling really tense because there was a guy underneath the table with a blowtorch, and if he hadn't hit his mark it could have been quite painful for Sean Connery. But the acting here is absolutely fantastic as 007 tries to save his life by throwing any information he can at Goldfinger to make him look like he's valuable. At one point 007 says, "Do you expect me to talk?" and Goldfinger retorts, "No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die." And this is an absolutely brilliant and iconic moment in the 007 series, which even to this day is parodied in every comic spoof. From this point on, Felix is surveilling Bond to make sure that he's okay in his mission, and he doesn't quite get the concept that 007 is being held prisoner because of the way that Goldfinger's portraying him as being a guest. Felix Leiter here is played by a different actor to what he was in Doctor No, here played by Keck Linder. Quite a few times when we see him on screen, he seems to be inside a KFC restaurant eating the Colonel's special recipe chicken, which I think is an absolutely brilliant stroke, especially considering in the early 60s, KFC would have been pretty new, I think. So 007 manages to appeal to Pussy Galore's better nature, getting her to change a toxic nerve gas that would kill absolutely everyone in and around Fort Knox into something that is absolutely harmless, which leads us into the final act of Fort Knox, where Goldfinger smuggles in an atomic bomb ready to irradiate all of the gold supply of the United States. And this scene always makes me laugh because Goldfinger's henchmen always run to do anything, so they're putting some dynamite down, they run to put the dynamite down, they run back again, they run to connect the cables, then they run back again. And it's absolutely brilliant. The set design by Ken Adam once again blows me away. The set design, the attention to detail is absolutely fantastic. And although nobody had ever seen inside Fort Knox, Ken Adams' vision of what Fort Knox must have been is absolutely brilliant. I'm sure it's probably nothing like this, but on film this looks absolutely brilliant, and it is a stunning set, as are the majority of the sets in the movie. Goldfinger's rumpus room earlier in the movie, it looks absolutely brilliant, and everything here Ken Adam has absolutely put everything he has into, and once again shows why he is so valuable to this series. So while 007 is handcuffed to the atomic bomb, he manages to get himself free whilst locked in the vault at Fort Knox. Oddjob is also locked in the vault and attempts to kill 007 by throwing his hat at him quite a few times. 007 gets the upper hand and throws his hat at Oddjob, but he goes straight past his head. Oddjob goes to retrieve it and 007 gets some electrical cables and electrocutes Oddjob to death. Trying to stop the bomb, 007 manages to fail, and it is lucky that in the end somebody from the CIA manages to come in and turn the bomb off, stopping the bomb at 7 ticks 007, which is a nice little joke. 007 has completed his mission. He is now on a private jet going to receive a commendation from the President when Goldfinger turns up aboard the private jet and tries to kill 007 once again. He fires his gun inside the fuselage and is sucked out of the plane. 007 and Pussy Galore manage to escape, and that's it. Goldfinger's done. A very simple plot, a very brilliant plot, and a movie that is absolutely head and shoulders above the rest of the 007 series to date. The nice thing about this movie is all of the elements have now fallen into place, and we get what we expect from a Bond film. All of the key ingredients are here. The music by John Barry is fantastic. The acting by Sean Connery is brilliant. Honor Blackman does a fantastic role of Pussy Galore, playing the part very subtly and hinting that she has more to her sexuality than what we see. 007 of course manages to turn her. The girls, Jill Masterson and Tilly Masterson, are absolutely fantastic, and Gert Frobe plays an absolutely brilliant part as Goldfinger. The only thing with Gert Frobe is he couldn't speak a word of English, so he is completely dubbed, and Guy Hamilton, the director, just basically got him to blabber his mouth so that he could dub over it, and it works surprisingly well. Goldfinger is an absolutely fantastic escapist piece of cinema. It is a very, very good Bond movie. It's not the best in my opinion, but it is certainly up there with the best of them. It's the one that set the trend, it's the one that made Bond an absolute blockbuster, and it is an absolutely brilliant time at the movies. I'm going to give Goldfinger 4.5 out of 5. It's not my favourite Bond movie, but it certainly made the Bond series what it is today, and without Goldfinger, the movie series would have been in a totally different situation. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Please leave in the comments down below which your favourite Bond movie is, what you thought of Goldfinger. Please give a thumbs up if you like this review, and hit that subscribe button so that way I'll see you next month when I review Thunderball. Thanks for watching. Bye.